Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to John O. Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. So Houston's offense will come out first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches know.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Quick release by the QB. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Cougars come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Houston will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So LSU's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Looking to throw on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here comes the heat. Caught over the middle. It's sacked. Pulled down for the tackle. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong?
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Tigers are marching down the field. Plucks it out of the air. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Fakes the grab on the left. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. LSU lining up 1st and goal. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. He's
Trying to get it in. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
That makes the score LSU 7, Houston 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Here's a heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now the play fake. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback keeps it. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got it near midfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. LSU looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. To the air on 1st down. He's got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Give him 6. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, we don't get a ton of top 5 matchups, so let's check out how today's Rumble played out. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other could have a case for the #1 spot in America, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. To throw, it's Foster. Gets rid of it. Got his man on the right. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. And the Cougars line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. And make the connection.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up an incomplete pass.
Turning it on. Past the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, LSU. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Fires to the middle. All kinds tons of room to throw that one in there. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Back to throw, it's Foster. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Hauled down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Contreras. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Offense gets set for second down. We'll send the tight end in motion. Trying play action. Grabbed behind the line. It's Contreras. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Trying the left side. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Working that left side now. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Never a doubt.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Quarterback making adjustments. Starts a drive trying to go up top. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud recently. Like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They just keep firing. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Runs through the tackle. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Foster. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, he's looked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that.
Lofts one high and deep. He's got it over right. Here he goes. He's at the touchdown Cougars. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He's got great speed. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, LSU. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking. Give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
From the gun, the running back has it. Quick spin on the run. Got enough for the first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Scanning the field, it's Foster. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. There he goes. He's at the 10, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Cougar.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one.
Quick completion on the out.
One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the catch on third down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. And the Tigers will try to move the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Firing to the right, complete. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14. They are in danger of squandering this great field position unless they can convert this 3rd and 5. Looking to pass. It's Foster. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He'll start this drive going to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got him downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Looking downfield, it's Foster. On target over the middle. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Wants to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense putting points on the board. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Houston offense comes onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Thrust that arm out. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on third. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Houston will be forced to punt. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And the returner will be knocked down. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He throws one to the left. And he's got it inside the 25. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
They really got this offense humming. Just the fourth play of the drive, and it's first and goal. Under fire. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, here's the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Here's the handoff. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Going over the top. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. They're dealing with a second and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Soft spot in the middle. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll go back to the air on second down. He's got it down the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Foster. Makes the catch. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but the sweet ball catch is plenty to give him a 1st down. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Give to the running back.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's on target and complete. They'll ride him out of bounds. That's the good pickup, spotted at the 25-yard line. The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. The snap sets up the throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Contreras. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. A penalty marker is down. If this is on the defense, the offense is going to have a choice to make. Do you dare take the points off the board and go for the touchdown? Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. Trying to bowl his way out. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. The offense cashing it in on that drive. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's involved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, LSU! If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
They're working that left side. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Back to throw, it's Foster. Looking to the big tight end. With the catch, it's Contreras. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Crosses the 35, out of bounds. there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. They'll run play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's Contreras.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Just keep slinging it. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
Yeah, this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Touchdown, Houston. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Baylor found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Bears football today. Those BU fans won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Rushes on him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. End off from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Steps away to find some room. He'll get rid of it. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Fires to the tight end. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Going deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Catch in the middle. It's set. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Foster. Snagged out of the air. And the spin move bought him a little time, just not a lot of yardage. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Contreras. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quick strike complete.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting.
He lost one down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. They'll move the tight end. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got ready for the first down. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Under fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Wide open downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
First down for the offense.
To the air. It's Foster. Finds his man. It's Spillman. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Off the play fake. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll going for it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, Houston.
Man, it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your...
Oh, they blocked it. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. So the 16-play drive, the deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Houston going up tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Fires to the wideout. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw, it's Foster. There's the pressure. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big player, they'll mark it at the 33. Just inside the 35, first and 10 from the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly complete.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Cougars. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but just...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the fourth quarter has kind of changed, and then this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well, so this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Back to pass, it's Foster. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Makes the grab on the right. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
And a first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. He's going to run it. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. He wants to throw it. Looking for the goal line. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Back to pass. He's going for the goal line. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play. And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
With the win today, they're